going on, gang? It's your boy Phantom Fuego, and you are tuned into today's edition of EQ is Life. Thank you so much for rocking with us and vibing with us each and every day, Monday through Friday. And as always, any questions and or comments, feel free to reach out to us. EQ is Life 24/7 at gmail.com. That's EQ is Life 247 at gmail.com. Corporate companies and or coders looking to have their new applications or new plugins reviewed and or demoed on the site, please get in contact with us. All right, so not gonna take up too much of your time, gang. Jump right into it. Got the kick drum up. Today we're gonna cover how to really fine-tune the kick drum and get a decent kick drum sound. Most important thing, guys, to know before we even start is that if the kick drum itself isn't really the best kick drum to begin with, I highly recommend getting some replacement sounds. You can use something like a Easy Drummer, Tune Drum, BFD, Big Freaking Drums. You definitely may need to replace drums in a mix. That comes up quite often as the engineer or producer of a song. Sometimes you'll either live or sample drums. They're just not the best samples. It's just not the best live sound, and there really isn't an opportunity to retract them. But once you do have a solid sound, once you do have a good sample, once you do have a good recording of some live drums from a room, from directly from the kit, what have you, then you can begin to apply these other techniques. But recording, having a solid foundation as the producer, as the beat maker, choosing the best samples that you can that will enhance and support the rest of the accompaniment, the rest of the tracks, the rest of the music in your production is the number one thing before you try to do any type of EQs. But once we've got that, let's jump in. Alright, so standard EQs here I'm going to apply to this kick drum. Let's listen to the kick drum in the mix before we do anything.
Don't act like you don't know, but then again you gotta tell me like I don't know.
Alright, we can't really hear the kick drum yet. We solo it, we can pull it up now. And like I said in previous courses, please, if you haven't had a chance, check out two of the things I really like to do. Let's get a 7-band EQ up here. Cool, so a lot of people think that putting in some 40 or 60 is really the most ideal thing for your kick drum. And while you may add some of that, 80 to 90 hertz to me is really a good starting place for your kick drums to try to add some power or some body to the low end. Let's hear it with and without that. Nice. And as we spoke about in earlier videos, be mindful of your levels going in and out of your processing. Cool, so got that low end beefed up a little bit. Scoop out some of the low mids where a lot of energy builds up but doesn't necessarily add anything to the track. Sharpen my Q. Smooth out my Q on my low one because I'm boosting. Sharpen my Q on this one because I'm cutting. And again, as we spoke about before, anywhere in that 200 to 400 hertz range is really a good place to kind of try to fine-tooth a spot that you don't like in the mix, that you don't like in the current signal. Listen to that in the song.
But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know. But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime.
And we're gonna add some what we call point to the top, around the 2 kilohertz range right here.
And I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know. But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know. But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know. But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know. But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know, I don't know, and it's the summertime. Don't act like you don't know.
That sounds amazing.
Then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know.
More tips and tricks. Tune in tomorrow to the next show of EQ is Life. I'm your boy Phantom Fuego. I'm getting out of here. Have a great day.
But then again, you gotta tell me like I don't know, and I don't know.